Hi everyone, welcome back to YÖS ALFA. This is the IQ part of our 5th trial exam. You may find the PDF of the exam in the description part. Try it on your own before you continue this video. Let's dive in. Number 1, the password problem. We have the left column and the right column. In the left column, let's start with pi. It is repeating every single line. Other than that, no other alphabet is repeating every single line. So let's take a look at the right hand side. Which one is repeating every single line? We have I over here and there and here and here and here. So I is the one that is repeating every single line. That means pi has to be I. And the one that we're looking for is ending with pi. So the answer is D. Number 2, password problem. We have first column and second column. So in the second column, we have the repeating letters R and R. On the first column, we have the repeating numbers, which is 4. So R is 4, so U must be 1. So we have 1 4 ending, which is in question. So UR ending is which one? We have only one UR ending. It's D. Number 3. We have a circle operation and triangle operation. For the circle operation, let me write down the order. So this becomes this. The order is like this. The first one is this, and the second one is this one. Okay, for the triangle operation, we're going to write down the order again, just like we did for the first one. So this is first, and this one is second, and the third one is here. So now that we have got the order for both operations, we can continue with the rest. Okay, this word becomes, since it is going through the triangle operation, okay, we'll follow this pattern or order. So 1, 2, and 3. So the result is AVNSI, and it goes through the circle operation again, and we have this order. So 1, 2, so NVAIS. It's here. The answer is C. Number 4. It looks like a password problem, but it's not. It is more like a balancing problem. So we have this word and that word, and we will sum them up. So we have 3 A's and 3 R. We can write 3A plus R, which is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of these P's. So A plus R is equal to 3 diamonds. So here we have A plus R, which is 3 diamonds. So this 3 will cancel out. So we have K is equal to 3 diamonds, and we're asked to find 2K here. So 2K is going to be 6 diamonds. So the answer is E. Number 5, changing the position of the letters. Okay, we have this operation and arrow, circle, and that's it. So let's take a look at the first one. For this parenthesis operation, let's take a look at how the letters are changing their position. Okay, first step and then second step. We have ILAC on the other side. Okay, just like this. For the second one, we have first step and second step. LACI, and then there is that circle. For this circle operation, the first step is here, and then this is the second step. We have CIL and then A. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Let's start with the arrow operation. So we have first step and then the second step. So KEKINE, and there is that circle at the end of the operation. So for that circle operation, we have first step as INE and then second step as K. So INEK, and what's left is this one. Okay, as a final step, let's take a look at this one. The first step is here and second step is there. The answer is EKIN. It's B. Number 6. The puzzle pieces are given. Which one of the following is the combined version of all these puzzle pieces? So let's label the pieces first so that we can make the comparison easier. Let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1 is here, and 2 is this one, and 3 here, 4, 5, and 6. So we got the complete figure. The answer is C. Number 7. Number series problem. We have the top series and the bottom series. The top series is the prime number. So we have 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, and the next prime is 23. The bottom series is each term is the summation of the the preceding two terms. For example, 23 is the summation of these two, and 37 is the summation of the two numbers before. So 23 plus 37 makes 60, 60 plus 37 makes 97. So we have 23 over 97. It's C. 8. Number series again. The top series is the addition. Plus 1, plus 2, and then plus 1, plus 2. So this one should be plus 1. So the result is 9. For the bottom series, it's the square of the top number. 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36. The reverse of 36 is 63, 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81. So we got both unknowns. The summation of these two is 9 plus 63. The answer is 72. D. 9. We have another series. Let's take a look at the answer choices first. They all have factorials, so our series must be factorial series. So let's write down the factorials first so that we can see how the factorials are used in each term. 1 factorial is 1, 2 factorial is 2, and 3 factorial is 3 times 2, and 4 factorial is 4 times 6, and 5 factorial is 5 times 24, which is 120. And let's take a look at the series. We have 3, 6, 18. Okay, so for the first term, we have 3 times 1 factorial, which is 3. For the second term, we have 3 times 2 factorial. Since 2 factorial is 2, 2 times 3 is 6. We got it right so far. For the third term, we have 3 times 3 factorials. So 6 times 3 is 18. 3 times 4 factorial is 72, so we got the series. So we have a coefficient 3, and the factorial term for 14 is 14 factorial. So the answer is D. 10. Which of the following is not the closed form of the cube in Figure 1? So we know that in a cube, the two numbers on the opposite sides of each other can never come close to each other. For example, 4 and 6 can never come close to each other. Okay, just like 2 and 5 and 1 and 3. Let's take a look at this. 165, 165, it's okay. And 236, they're not on the opposite sides of each other. And 142, that's also okay. And here we have 2 and 5. They are on the opposite sides of each other, so they can never come one after the other. So this one is not the closed form of the cube. 11. We have another series. This time we are summing up the factorials. From 1 to 2, we're summing up 0 factorial, which is 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. And from 2 to 3, we have plus 1 factorial and plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorials and plus 4 factorials. Okay, 4 factorial is 24 plus 11 is 35. So for this time, we're going to have plus 5 factorial. So it's 120 plus 35 is 155. So the answer is D. 12. We have a pattern here. We're multiplying by 2 each time. For the second series, we add up 1 and then divide it by 2. So 98 over 2 is 49. 49 plus 1 is 50. Over 2 is 25. 25 plus 1 is 26. Over 2 is 13. So it goes like, so our answer is 25. 13. Operation problem. We have star operation and the circle operation. For the star operation, let's start from here. A is 4 and B is 2. 2 square is 4 and A is 4. So the square root of 16 is 4 plus 4 square is 16 minus 2 square is 4 plus 3. So that's our answer. 16 plus 3, which is 19. So we have 19 here. For the second operation, we multiply the number by 2. So we have 19 times 2 minus 28. So this is 38 minus 28 is 10. So the answer is C. 14. Another operation problem. A star B is given. We have 3 star X. So A is 3 and B is X. A is 3, B is X, 3X. So the result is we have 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 3X and there is 2X. So 5X and it's given to be 3. So the answer is minus 5 over 5, which is minus 1. 15. Another operation problem, but this time we need to find the pattern. So let's say this is A and that is B. So the result is going to be B squared minus A. So 9 minus 2 is 7, 16 minus 6 is 10, 25 minus 9 is 16, 36 minus 6 is 30. The answer is C. 16. 47 is turned to 17 and 39. We need to find the pattern. The pattern here is, for the first term, the multiplication of the 2-digit minus the summation of the 2. So 28 minus 11 is 17. For the second number, we have 4 times 7, this time plus 4 plus 7. So 28 plus 11, which is 39. So we got a pattern. So for A and B, the first term, the second term, we're going to follow this pattern. So 8 times 4 plus 8 plus 4. So we have 32 plus 12, 44. And for the first term, we have 8 times 4 minus 8 plus 4, just like before. So 32 minus 12. We're asked to find A plus B. So these two cancel out each other, and the result is 32 twice, which is 64. So the answer is C. 17. 214 is turned to 2. So what's the pattern here? The pattern is cube root of the multiplication of the digit. So we have 2 here. For this one, we have 3, 8, and 9. So the cube root of the multiplication of the digit gives us 3 times 2, which is 6. So for this one, we have cube root of 3 times 2 for the first digit. For the second digit, we have 3 square. For the third digit, we have 2 square. So we have 2 cube and 3 cube. So the answer is 6. 18. The mapping problem. So we need to map out the correct ones from A, B, C, D, E, and F. So let's start by writing down the branches of each one. For this one, we have 1, 2, 3 branches, and then 3, 4, 2, 4, and 2. Likewise, I'm going to continue with the same procedure. We have 4 branches here, and 3 over there, 2, 4, and 2. So let's start out by the ones with 4 branches. So we have 4 branches, one here, 4, B, and C. Okay, this one is either B or C. Same here. For the ones with the 3 branches, we have F and E here. So it's either F or E. Okay, out of these two, the one that is connecting to 4 is this one, F. So if this is F, that one must be E. Okay, so connecting with F and having 4 branches is B. So this one is B, so that one is C. So we got our answer. It's C and F. The answer is B. We have a piece of paper here, and this paper is going to be folded up in this direction. Okay, and we have 3 holes over here, and we will be seeing through these holes. Okay, so the first holes will be on top of this blue color. So we have the blue color, and then the second hole will be seeing through the green color, and the third one the orange. And this one shows the lines here. We have a dash line here because once we fold this up, we will not be seeing what's behind. That's the reason why this is shown as the dash line, because this one is hidden. Okay, for the second one, we're going to fold it up just like we did here. So the first hole will be overlapping with the blue one. So we should have the blue hole. For the second one, it's going to be here. So we're not going to be seeing through any color. So the second hole should be white. So we have blue and white here. Okay, it's either A or C. Let's check the hidden lines. We have our hidden lines like this. It is the same here. The only difference then is this part. When we fold it in this direction, we will still be seeing this part as here. But this one doesn't have the cutout part over here. Okay, so the correct answer is C. 20. Figure relation problem. We need to find a pattern between 1, 2, and 3 so that we can figure out the figure on the fourth one. So let's start with this. We have this line fixed every step of the way. So we have it here. So in the given answer choices, we should also have this one. So it looks like we have it in every answer choices given here. Okay, let's take a look at this one. So looks like this one is fixed on the left hand side, and on the right hand side it is going down one step at a time. So starting from here, and it's going down in the second step. So we have it here, and it's going to go down one more step. So we have it here. So in the final step, we'll have it here. So from the third one to the first one on the right. Third one, first one to the right. Okay, we have it here, and we don't have it in choice B, C, and E. So our only possible choices are A and D for now. So let's continue looking at this one. So for this one, it is fixed on the right hand side and it is moving up on the left hand side. So first one is here, second one is there, and the third one is going to go from here to there. So on the fourth one, since we no longer have any point over here, it's going to go back to here. So we should have a line from the third point on the right to the first one on the left. Third on the right, first on the left. So this one is correct. So the answer is D. Let's check for the first one too, just to make sure. So this one is like this, and it is fixed on the left and moving one step down each time on the right. So it started this way, and then it is going that way. In the second figure, in the third one, it's going to go that way. Okay, in the fourth one, it should be from here to there, which is what we have here. So D is the answer. 1. Number figure relation. For triangle, we are subtracting 3. 6 minus 3 is 3. 9 minus 3 is 6. For the square, we are dividing by 4. 16 over 4 is 4. 8 over 4 is 2. So for this one, we have 60. And 60 is inside a square. So we're going to divide it by 4. So we have 15. And then we have the triangle. So we're going to subtract 3 from 15. So we are left with 12. And then we have another square. So we're going to divide it by 4 again. So the answer is 3. 22. This figure is given and it's turned to this, and we need to find the pattern as to how this figure is changing. So we can have the black bar like this one over here if we fold it to the left side along this axis. Okay, let me draw the axis. We are folding it this way. So we have this one over here, and this thing will be reflected about this axis, and we have this one. So we no longer have this thing. Now, this is not the same as this one over here yet. We need to reflect this about this slanted axis. The reflection is this way. So we will have our new shape as this one. That thing will be reflected about this axis, and we'll have it here, and this thing will be there. So now we have figured out the reflection axis and how this figure is turned to this one. Let's apply this knowledge here in this figure. So let's first reflect it about this vertical axis. So we have this one, and that thing, when we reflect it about the y-axis, it's gonna overlap with the existing one, and there is no change in the figure at all. For the last one, we will have something like this. Okay, this part is no longer here, and we're gonna reflect the left side of the figure along this axis again. So we're gonna have this thing again. Let me draw this. Okay, this is a frame of this. Inside the frame, we'll have this one over here. Looks like this. And this spot will be reflected over here. And this one will be here. It will look something like this. This one will be reflected about this, and we'll have the diamond shape. And this spot is black. So that is our answer. So which one of the following choices is this? It's B. 23. A series of number tables are given. We need to find a pattern between each table and figure out the table in the second row. So let's first start from this table, because it's easier to go from right to left, since the one that we want to figure out is on the leftmost table. So going from right to left, we are adding up 2 to each term. So we have 4. Instead of 3, we have 5, and 5 becomes 7. In the same way, we're going to add up 2 to each column here. So instead of 7, we're going to have 9, 5, and 3. Over here we have 4, 8, and 6, and 7, 6, and 2. Okay, going from this table to that, what is the relation? So the first row here becomes the first column. The second row becomes the second column. The third row becomes the third column. So let's do the procedure here. We'll have 3, 5, 9 on the first column, 6, 8, 4 on the second column, and 2, 6, 7 here. So the answer is 3, 5, 9, 6, 8, 4, 2, 6, 7. It's A. 24. So we're going to fill up the table with the numbers from 1 through 5 in such a way that we don't repeat the numbers in each row and column. So let's first start with this column. We have 1, 2, 3 here, so 4 and 5 are missing. So this one is 5 already, so this cannot be 5 anymore, so this has to be 4. So this is 5. So we have 1, 4, 5, 3, so 2 is missing here, and 2, 3, 4 is here in this column. 1 and 5 are missing, so 5 is already there, so this one is 1, that is 5. If this is 5, this one is 1, and What is missing? 1 and 4 already given, so we're left with 2, 3, and 5. Okay, this one, 2, 3, and 5, since 2 and 3 are both here, so this one has to be 5. If this is 5, what's left is only 2 and 3, but 2 is already here, so this has to be 3. That means x has to be 2. So the answer is B. 25. The multiplication step is here and the addition step is there. So since we have 6 over here, this must be 6, and this is 0, so this must be 1. To get 3, the summation must be 13. So 7 plus 6 is 13. So we have 5 here, but this must be 2. Okay, we have 2, 6, 1, 6. And the multiplication of z and z is 6. So z could be either 4 or 6. Since 4 squared is 16 and 6 squared is 36. So we're going to first try out with z is equal to 4. If z is 4 and the multiplication of z and xyz is 2616, since we are assuming that z is 4, so xyz is going to be 2616 divided by 4, which is 654. Okay, so x is 6, y is 5, and z is 4. Our initial assumption was z is equal to 4, so everything checks out so far. So let's continue. How about y? Let's check y too. So we have y is equal to 5, so 5 times 654 gives us 3270. So this one also checks out, so everything is correct. So x is 6, y is 5, and z is 4. The answer is 15 over 2, which is 7.5. 26. We have a number figure relation here. For this one, we have 2 cubed. The cube is coming from the number of the side. Okay, for this one, we have the number of the sides cubed. Okay, let's write down this one. Since we have a square, we're going to follow the formula for square, which is 4 to the 2. And we also have a triangle here. For the triangle operation, we have cubit power. So this is 3. It's 4 to the 6, which is the same as 2 to the 12. So we're asked to find the power of 2. So the answer is B. 27. Number figure relation problem. The second table is the part of the first table. So I'm going to put this on top of this one so that we have this as a result here. Okay, so this one is 24, 16 is over here, 32 is there, and 12b and 27. Okay, we've got them all. Now we need to find the relation between these two numbers so that we have this as a result. So the pattern here is 7 minus 1 times 5 minus 1. So 6 times 4 is 24, and 4 times, so this must be 4 to get 16. So the initial number would be 5. So 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Okay, for B, we have 3 times 12, which is 36. So B is 36 and A is 5. The summation of which gives us 41. 28. Number figure relation. We have 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 3, 8 times 4, and 8 times 5 is 40. So for this one, 3 times 1, 3 times 2. So this one is 3 times 3, which is 9. For the second figure, the multiplication of these two gives us the one in the middle, and this one is the square root of this one. So this is square root of the one that is inside, and here 4 times 1 is 4. Square root of 4 is 2. So we have x is equal to 9 and y is equal to 2, the summation of which is 11. 29. Number figure relation again. So everything is complete here and there, so we're going to start from either of the two. So let's start from here. 8 times 5 minus 9 is 31. So we are multiplying this 2 and subtracting this one. So 6 times, let's check with this one. 8 times 2 is 16, minus 12 is 4. Okay, so this one should be 6 times 2 is 12, minus 7 is 5. So 4 times z minus 6 is 14. So z is 20 over 4, which is 5. Z is 5, y is 5. What is x? So let's take a look at this one. 4 times 8 is 32, twice of which is 64. Let's check it with this one. 4 times 7 is 28, times 2 is 56. So our operation is correct. So the answer would be 6 times 5 times 2. So 30 times 2 is 60. So x is 60. The answer is B. 30. The subtraction table is given. X minus y is 25, and y minus z is 36. Z minus t is 9. And we're asked to find A, which is x minus t. When we sum them up, these equations give us x minus t on the left hand side. On the right hand side, we have this is 45 plus 25 is 70. So the answer is E. 31. Number and figure relation. 12 minus 5 is 7 and 8 minus 6 is 2. The multiplication of these two gives us the one in the middle, 14. So 13 minus 8 is 5 and 15 minus 9 is 6. 5 times 6 is 30. The answer is C. 32. The summation table is given. Let's write down the equations. A plus C is 6 and B plus A is 8 and C plus B is 12. We're asked to find this one. So let's sum up all these three equations simultaneously. So we have 2 times A plus B plus C is equal to 26. So A plus B plus C is equal to 13. And when we substitute A plus C into this equation, we have B plus 6 is equal to 13. From here we have B is equal to 30 minus 6, which is 7. And let's substitute this one. B plus A is equal to 8. So C is going to be 30 minus 8, which is 5. And how about this one? B plus C is equal to 12. A is equal to 30 minus 12, which is 1. So A square is 1 square plus 2 times B is 7 divided by C is 5. So we got 15 over 5, which is 3. C. The graph of delta is given here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 means the row number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. In the first row, we have 1 delta. That's the reason why we have 1 here. In the second row, we have 2 deltas. So we have 2 over here on the graph. Likewise, in the third row, we have 1 delta, 2 deltas. So we have a point over here. So for alpha plus beta, how do we find it? We just have to count the number of alphas and deltas in each row. So for the first row, we have 1 alpha, 2 alpha, and 2 betas. So in the first row, we have 4. In the second row, we have 1, 2, 3. In the third row, we have 1, 2, 3. And the next one, 1, 2, there is no alpha, so only 2. In the last row, we have 1 beta and 1 alpha, so there is 2. So our coordinates should be 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, going from 1 to 5. So let's check the answer choices. Over here, we have 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. So that's what we have here. So the answer is E. 34. The two balances are given, and the third one is asked. So the balances are just like equations. We can treat them as two different equations. So we are summing them up. So we have one equation only, and we can cancel them out from left-hand side and right-hand side. So this triangle and that triangle, they cancel out each other. So our result is going to be circle plus triangle on one side is equal to square, since we are asked to find the square, which is circle and triangle. So the answer is B. 35. Another balanced problem. Let's simplify this. We have 1 square here, 1 square over here. They cancel out each other. So star is equal to 1 circle and 1 square. From the second balance, we have 4 squares and 6 circles. They're equal. So we can cancel them out and we can make it this way. 2 square is equal to 3 circle. Okay, now which one is heavier compared to this? So let's try and give some values to this equation. Let's say square is 3. So 3 times 2 is 6. Circle must be 2. So if that's the case, square is 3 and circle is 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. So the star must be 5. Now we got the values for all the items in the equation. Now let's take a look at this. Star is 5 and circle is 2. The total value is 7. So which one is larger than 7? Let's check the answer. Square is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6 only, so this is not the answer. And 3 circles means 3 times 2, which is 6. Still not okay. And this is 4. And square is 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 is equal to 7. So that's also not okay. And circle make 4. And for this one, we have each square is 3. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. Since 9 is larger than 7, this is the only possible answer to this question. 36. Another balanced problem. In the skills above, the mass of the y is 7. So what could be the mass of x? So y is 7. This is 7. 7 plus 3 is 13. And on the left hand side, we have 5 and 2x. Let's take away 5 from both sides of the balance. So we'll have 8 here, and on the left hand side we have 2x. So 2x is heavier than 8. So x is heavier than 4 from here. And look at the second balance. Y is 7, and we have 7 over here too. So the total weight is 14 plus 5, which is 19. So x plus 3 is less than 19 from this balance. So x is less than 16, and x is larger than 4. From these two balances, we have this relation. Now let's take a look at the given answer choices. Which one of them is between 4 and 16? It's 6. So the answer is C, 37. The right part of the figure is the reflection of the white part about y-axis. This is the axis, and the white part is reflected about this axis. So for the second part, we can just continue like this. Let's reflect it about this axis, and this line becomes that line, and this line becomes this line, and this is from here, and that line is here, and this line is going to be here, this is here, and this one over here, and we have this vertical line, and that line is here, and this is going to the right. So this is our reflected part of the white shape on the left hand side. So the answer is C. 38. The two equations are given. We're asked to find this one. So to get these four triangles, we have four triangles here. We'll sum up these two equations. So we'll have this and that cancel out each other. So 3 squared is equal to 4 triangles plus 1 circle. So this one is the summation of these two. So the answer is C. 39. 4 equations are given in the form of table. Let's write them down one by one, starting with 2x plus y is equal to 24, and y plus z is equal to 28, and z plus 2t is equal to 32. We're asked to find this one, x plus y plus z plus t. So from these 3 equations, we have 2 from each item, 2x, 2y, 2z, and 2t. So twice the amount of x plus y plus z plus t is equal to the summation of these 3, 24 plus 28 plus 32. When we divide this by 2, we have 12 plus 14 plus 16. 16 plus 14 is 30, plus 12 is 42. So the answer is D, 40. Again, the equations are given in the form of figure. Since B and C are the same here, A must be the question mark. So we will find out what A is. So AB is equal to 24, and B plus C is equal to 11, and 2b minus c is equal to 7. 2 equations, 2 unknowns. When we sum them up, we have 3b is equal to 18, b is equal to 6. If b is 6, a is 4. So the answer is C. This is the end of the IQ part of the exam. I hope you get something out of it. See you in the next one.